What it do? What it do? What it do? What's sound with the tribe, man? 888 peace and prosperity. What's good with the tribe, man? The last of a dying breed that we are. Water is a water, but there's a whole lot going on under surface. What's the vibe, man? We gonna be all we could be and be the best we could be. Choices, chances, and changes. Dedication, determination, and discipline. Yo, yeah. You know what I'm saying? If it ain't add value to you, cut it and don't add value to it. My 2 cents. You can either cash out, throw it in the wishing well, and wish me well, man. Y'all already know who it is, what it is, the V to the B to the Y to the Z, and don't forget my Oasis. Yeah, see what Oasis mean? Think of every beautiful word in every language and languages you don't even speak with words into one word called Oasis. More life, peace, prosperity, happiness, and abundance is coming your way. Inshallah, so shall it be. Man, what's good with the tribe, man? Grand risings, y'all see me. Hey, if you new, you don't know what to do, hit D. All the above, like, share, comment, subscribe. Let's get it. I got the music. You want to join the membership? 15 down for life. We're going to exchange numbers, and over time, we're going to build each other up. Now, if I'm blowing your ass up, let me know. I just love watering motherfuckers that water me. So if you want to get in the trial, $15 down, we in that bitch. Till I get 1,000 subscribers, you already Patreon membership. Boom. I got the music. I got the Earls. The number 1 Earl I got right now is called the Elixir, which is mint, cloves, and peppermint, right? And if you want to place an order, I will have a new batch beyond Bente. Anything beyond Bente, the 20th, Bente Uno. Anything between the 20th and the 21st, I will start creating a new concoction of that Earl, right? Or if you just want rosemary Earl, holla at me. I also got the toothpastes and stuff like that, right? Which consists of cloves, coconut Earl, peppermint, and I feel like I'm missing one, cinnamon. You know what I'm saying? That's for your teeth, right? And to build up the minerals and stuff like that because of the coconut Earl. Now, getting back to the other side of what we got going on, man. Shout out to the gods and goddesses, everybody that's out there saving their money, time, and energy. Let's go. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's go. Famosa. Yeah, man. The gods and the goddesses, the gladiators and the gladiatress. I got another message for y'all. Now, I know y'all saw that I was like, man, I got to take some time to myself. Hey, bro, if I could get 4 to 8 hours of sleep, I'm pretty much going to be good for the next 3-4 days. That's how my body work. That's how my body been built, you know, because I normally get like 3 to 4 hours. Well, I ain't going to say I normally, but what I normally need, it's probably like 3 hours, bro. I know that sounds crazy, but when you're taking care of yourself, you don't really need that much rest, man. You know, but let's get to the point, right? Sometimes I get tired. I want to say shout out to the tribe, man, for all y'all inspiration, y'all devotion, y'all love, and all the contributions that y'all gave me, whether it's mentally, physically, and spiritually. Inshallah, man. I want to thank everybody that's in my corner, because the motherfuckers that want me cornered, they're mad. So let's get back into our bag. You know what I'm saying? We on that celibacy SR, that brahmachari. You understand what I'm saying? Hey, that life force essence. Let's get it. Like, share, comment, subscribe, man. Your feedback, I need that. Hey, leave a like, man. Your 2 cents, holla at me in the comment section. If you on that foo-foo, then guess what? I might could eat that. But if you on that boo-boo, then guess what? The flies will need that. So we gonna stay on top of our shit. Yeah, man. Y'all know what the vibe is. Peace. Now, excuse the noise in the background. We got the, you know, the homies on my Los Huevos. You know what I'm saying? Because it was quiet all day. But once I woke up, then the noise games and start, you know. But let's focus. This message that I got, this rotation, is for the gladiatress and the gladiators, the gods and the goddesses. Cause guess what, man? When you living in that carnal desire, dog, when you living in lust, your perception is dwelling, let it marinate, all in the lower chakras. Or you don't want to use that word, in the lower energy fields, or in the lower, the opposite of the seven virtues. You know what I'm saying? And that could blind you. You know what I'm saying? Because, hey, man, something that I noticed, dog, when I wasn't on SR, bro, I see they looks, bro. I see women looks, and I get certain glimpses of their nature, right? Like my uncle told me a long time ago. My uncle told me, he pulled me in the room. He was like, "Say, Tootie, say, bro, let me talk to you, bro. I already know I was in trouble, but when I'm in trouble, that's a good thing, because that means I'm getting corrected. So it's good trouble and bad trouble. It's trouble that want to better you, and then it's trouble like jail that want to corrupt you and eat off your energy and shit, because you in a cell, collect batteries, a cell, want your cell. Anyway, he was like, say, too, you got to realize that it's only one of you, and you can't try to make nobody like you. And I'm like, I know you know about my situation, dog, but I'm not trying to make nobody like me. He was like, Tootie, a dog do what a dog do, right? Yeah. You know, they chase their tail, eat their ass, scratch their ass, sometimes put their nose in their own shit. But see what a cat do? You never see a cat getting it in, getting their back scratched. Cats is sneaky, right? You know what I'm saying? But hey, a dog could be just as sneaky as a cat, and a cat could be having the same attributes of a dog. You understand what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, remember the nature of such things, right? A cancer cell is to do what? Eradicate your ass. A T cell is to what? Alleviate your ass. You understand what I'm saying? So my uncle, he was like, hey, bro, you can't you can't make everybody like you, bro. You gotta realize it's only one you. Nobody think like you think, feel how you think. Nobody love how you think. Nobody feels sorry off of their sorries like you do. 99% of the world don't feel sorry for nobody, not themselves, or anything they done to anybody. So my uncle was like, bro, you can't forgive everybody. You know what I'm saying? That was one layer, right? Then the second layer was, he was like, hey, bro, you gotta let bygones be, and let that nature of whatever that is, let that nature be, and expect and respect that nature of that entity, that creature, of that whatever that is. You understand what I'm saying? Like water is what? Purify hydration. Fire is what? Cleansing and burning. You know what I'm saying? Utilize the elements right. And not to use the people, but to realize what the people can bring. Bring out the best in people. Don't bring out the worst in people. That's what I was taught. So digesting all of that shit after they didn't marinate it for so long, he was like, hey, bro, you can't change people. And people are who they are. Because I had several relationships with females. I had certain friends and partners. I thought I could better them and change them. But the whole time, they were all exchanging pieces off of my spaceship and giving me their little AutoZone chop shot ass pieces. You know what I'm saying? Chop shop ass pieces. Pieces they stole from other cars. When if you a celibate, a Brahmin, you know, SR, whether you a male or a female, bro, the new parts that you get come from the manufacturer, come from source, come from God. You understand what I'm saying? And it's motherfuckers that's trying to come and steal your body parts, bro. It's a whole motherfucking key out here trying to steal your body parts and ride the streets like it's a Maybach. And I mean, you know, that's the witches and the warlocks doing beauty spells, trying to do destiny swaps. But all that shit get canceled when you utilize your spiritual gifts, when you respect your spiritual nature, when you respect your spiritual essence, your life force essence. And excuse these motherfuckers in the back, bro. It's just crazy how they assigned to just do fake laughing and make all this noise to throw you off. But that's lame nigga shit. That really goes to show you that it's a lot of motherfuckers that got bigger bodies than you, but they're more of a child than you will ever be, even if you still share your childlike nature. Now getting into the motherfucking scramble of this shit. You hear me? Man, listen. I had to realize, like, hey, bro, it's like I heard that shit I think that was in a Fab song. He was like, "You are who you are when you came here." You know what I'm saying? So don't try to switch it up. You dig? And a lot of people got camouflage and shit. But like I said, man, that life force essence, it give you those they live glasses. You understand what I'm saying? It gives you those military lenses that they told those stories about when they was just shooting shit all in the air and shit because they made the lenses. I think it was with some type of blue dye and it was black obsidian and they made some type of lens and they was able to see in the astral realm. Cause I've been thinking about shit like that. Like, nigga, I want to make a Skyrim mirror. I want to make some astral projection glasses or some shit off of Hellboy. You know what I'm saying? My mind has, even though I still got to work on some of the fundamentals, but my mind is like, bro, earlier I saw a purple quartz crystal in a lava lamp and it was looking so beautiful, like on some, you know how the games you'll walk into and there's a crystal cavern. Like if y'all ever played Kaya, I think Kaya is the Fallen Legacy of Kaya or some shit like that. It's the PS2 game, right? And this one I knew the universe was talking to me. Cause in Kaya, the game that I had on the PS2, when she get weak and shit and she need to recharge, she would step between these two big ass sun crystals and she would float in the air and come back charged. Bitch ain't go to sleep, ain't eat nothing, just crystals. So I was like, oh, the universe on some shit. You hear me? And I got some crystals coming in soon. So if y'all would like any crystal jewelry, holla at me. So that's what I'm gonna be working on soon too, because I got some crystals on the way. I had another crystal, but that bitch was so strong, bro. I threw that bitch away. That bitch was so strong, bro. I swear to God. But like I was saying though, man, you know, you need this life force essence, dog, because look at it like this, right? Don't count the days, but make the days count, right? And look at it like this. Every motherfucking time you save your life force essence, whether you're a female or a male, they give you the opportunity to step up more on the ladder. The more you release yourself is the more you go down on the ladder. And you know, the higher you get on the ladder, the higher you can see. You know what I'm saying? You can't even see over the house because you still not on the ladder. The ladder on the ground, but you ain't on the ladder. You get on this life force essence, you're respecting your vehicle. Now you start to climb the ladder. A lot of shit that went over your head can't do that no more. You know what I'm saying? Because you raising your perspective. Also, as you raise this life force essence, you climb up the 33 vertebrae, Jacob's ladder, which exists in the male and the female. Because the male and the female both exhibits, you understand what I'm saying, two different calibrations of life force essence. But if you have a balance and you have mastered both sides of your feminine and masculine, you understand what I'm saying? Then guess what? A female could do what a man could do, but a man could do what a female could do in a specific way. But I don't mean that a man could sit up here and have a pot belly and then 9 months later give birth to something. What I mean basically is that, hey, you can utilize the feminine aspect and work on your beauty. You know what I'm saying? Work on your aesthetics. Work on your charisma. You understand like that? And then for the females, you got the opportunity to be more stern, to be more assertive and alert. Because I remember I had certain females that I was teaching them how to stand up for themselves. They was letting motherfuckers run over them and shit. And then the motherfuckers that was running over them started hating on me like a motherfucker because it was like, hey, bro, you fucking our bag up. You fucking up our energy. Hey, bro, we parasitical to this motherfucker you think is a host. And I was trying to teach the host how to get rid of the parasites. You know what I'm saying? And let's get into the meat and the bones, man. Let's eat the fruit and plant the seeds, right? So what I'm basically saying is like, you know, when you get on this life force essence, dog, you got the vision. Everybody, even Stevie Wonder, they say that nigga blind, I don't believe that shit. But even that nigga got a vision. He got the vision. You know what I'm saying? See, when you live in your carnal desires, bro, all you got is the eyesight. You heard me? You can still have the vision, but it ain't as sharp. The contrast ain't as equalized as the equilibrium should be. You understand what I'm saying? So with this life force essence, dog, it gives you the ability to break down anybody projections, anybody illusions. You get to see beyond the makeup. You get to see beyond the words of lies, the fabrications of the vibrations that they trying to flatter you with the sounds. You know what I'm saying? With the looks, the batting of the eyes, you know, fucking flicking their hair back, letting those pheromones go within you. You're like, yeah, baby, I smell your pheromones, but right now they're releasing the energy of trickster. You know what I'm saying? And with this life force essence, bro, I'm not gonna lie to you, dog. It gave me the capability. I mean, I always had it, but honestly, bro, these was the glasses, bro. This is life force essence, saving my energy, saving my momentum, saving my mind. This is the way. This is the way. This is the way of the God body. You understand what I'm saying? Because when you in a perception of lust, when you living in your carnal desires, when you didn't master these different aspects, let alone higher your perspective, you don't even have to be on SR to have a higher perspective, right? But if you are celibate, it builds up. You know what I'm saying? Because the other day, I had a psychological wall, right? I was doing solar flares, and the witches and the warlocks were doing psychic attacks, and they was using their finger flickers, aka their wands, their fingers, Saturn, Jupiter, all this whoop whoop shit, you know what I'm saying? And we was having a whole live psychological battle, but it looked like some shit off of X-Men, off the Apocalypse, X-Men, the beginning. And I was like, okay, because I had a couple edibles, right? And I was like, oh, nah, see, bro. Okay, so you need to have a certain level of cannabinoids in your body because, right, doesn't cannabinoids, CB1 and CB2 receptors slow down, yet alone reverse the symptoms of glaucoma and also building cataracts around the eyes because that medicine is going in the eyes, while also eye drops and eye bright is important as well. So the other day, and we're going to get back to the motherfucking fruit and seeds. The other day, I'm having a whole psychological battle, bro. I'm having it's a psychic war because it's World War III. Silent weapons for a quiet war, bro. So I'm literally having a fight with my fucking mind with niggas that's using their fingers, niggas that's using psychic attacks, and niggas that's using lasers, and I'm beating them all. And I was like, yeah, I had these edibles the other day, and they coated my eyes because I feel like my eyes was getting coated, right? Because when they try to hit me with the lasers or the psychic attacks, my eyes are so strong and coated that it's blocking this shit or catching this shit instead of this shit going in my eyesight, and they trying to burn my T cells through the lasers and the psychic attacks and all of that shit, right? So the other day I realized something else. I was like, bro, because you know when you busting and you're oozing out your oozy, dripping all over the place. You hear me? Bro, you lower your perception. You lower your senses. Every time you bust, you ooze. Even when you put yourself in that mind state, you lower your senses. You dull your senses. Every time you bust a nut, you get duller and duller. Less color, less glow, less flow. You know what I'm saying? Less, you know what I'm saying? You in flow state. But what I was saying is, bro, this life force essence, female or male, it goes and it climbs up the spine, the 33 vertebrae. It goes up Jacob's ladder. You understand what I'm saying? And it also coats your eyes, because the opposite of this life force essence residing, building, and marinating within the eye sockets, the eye gaps, if you're not, you know what I'm saying, on self-preservation, then you're self-sabotaging. And if it ain't your wife, your husband, you know, you taking all of that that's marinating up there, all that fluid is going down, back down, and it's going through the drain. So you can't complain. And you stay the same. You hear me? Shout out the stuff is cold, man. But hey man, this life force essence, bro, you need that, because without it, sometimes you can only just see what you see. But if you pay attention, you got great observation skills, you can also still pick up on the nature of certain things, right? It's like a motherfucker, like who that was, Future? Dress it up and make it look good for you. You know what I'm saying? A motherfucker can make the box look so good, bro. You know what I'm saying? You ever got some shit for Christmas? You know we don't celebrate those hollow days because we ain't empty in the inside. But y'all remember when it was Christmas, bro, and you saw the most beautiful expression wrapped up, but when you opened it, it was not what you expected. Matter of fact, it had less of value, but the box had more value than what's inside of it. Yeah, bro. Shit like that could happen to you. Makeup, haircuts, wigs, weave, perfume, projection, projection magic and witchcraft and shit. You know what I'm saying? All of that shit could affect you, dog. But then when you got the perspective, you know what I'm saying, you saving your life force essence, dog. This eyesight, bro. This app we on right now is called the eyesight, the sight. You know what I'm saying? The sight to see. You know what I'm saying? Because when you on SR or you celibate, you are a sight to see. And the only reason why you getting haters and envy and jelly and motherfuckers trying to see you jam because they jelly of you, because they know they are not a motherfucking sight to see. Oh God, nigga, I was in a food stamp office trying to get food stamps. This lady gonna say, we have a spotlight stealer in the building, deliberately talking to me. And I was like, no one can steal the spotlight. Look at this. The spotlight is on me as a knob, bitch. I'm in the sun. I can't steal this. It goes where it's directed. You know what I'm saying? My phone was charging. Let me see where we at. 7%. I ain't gonna make this video too long because I'm about to work out in a minute. Time to go get some water. I don't know how long I've been asleep. I probably slept like 8 hours or some shit, dog. I feel extravagant and beautiful, but I just haven't been eating, bro. Because like I said, I'm in Colorado Springs, Tejon, and this area is just moldy and mildewish. So I haven't been eating much and nothing. I might have nibbled on like some nuts and shit, but all that shit ain't good, bro. Because I've been shitting the past 4-5 days, and I've been having like diarrhea shit. So I got to get up out of here before I get sick and my stomach and I got to be sitting in the hospital because they got to pump this shit out of me. Because I've probably been picking up mold and mildew, but it will be alleviated out of my body. Because I said, once I get out this area, bro, I'm about to drink hella water, hot water to flush all this shit out of my system. Let's focus. Get back to the motherfucking topic at hand. It's not about me. It's about us. This about the principalities of the Most High, the universe, the source, however you want to run with it, but the creator of all creations. I'll leave it at that. I don't say Jesus Christ because at the end of the day, it's not even my language, nigga. So I know how to speak to my source, my creator, and it ain't with words. It's with intentions. It's with, this is your cell phone to get in contact with God, nigga. God lives in you, motherfucker. The God just lives within you. So this is your cell phone, right? And in order to have 5 bars in this cell phone, you got to make sure your service provider right here, you're not calling people that's not calling you back. You're not sending text messages to motherfuckers that are not sending you text messages back. So you saving your service, a.k.a. your life force essence. And you only calling who calls you. You understand what I'm saying? So you save and transmute that life force essence, female or male. Take a deep breath. Compress your stomach and push it up and feel it sitting right there in that heart chakra, in that heart area. Your communicator with the source, because earth is heart and heart is earth, and the universal language is love, is the heart. I've been to countries and places and cities in Chinatown. I don't know what the fuck these motherfuckers saying, but because a Chinese person, like I said, I'm not racist, but it was an insectilian. That's his true name in shapeshifting form. But in regular paper, white and black, fill out a job application, it was a Chinaman that taught me how to open my heart chakra. Because, nigga, I was in Cali and they was trying to, but I had to, they fucking ass. And motherfuckers was on my ass. And if I didn't learn how to utilize my heart chakra when I was out there in Cali, boy, I would have been, they talking about smoking on Tuku. Nah, they would have been eating me like a PB&J or like a PB and Rock. Rest in peace to PB Rock. You know what I'm saying? But, yeah, dog. That's another thing, too. That life force essence is going to check you about your fucking pride, dog. You're going to have to sit down because this is the stage of revelation. This is the lifestyle of revelations. And when you on this life force essence, nothing can hide from you and you can't hide from nothing because everything is magnified. It's either your ass, see this life force essence, bro, it's either you wearing a telescope, a magnifying glass, a microscope, or you got binoculars. When you ain't on SR, dog, you don't have neither one of those bitches. Or you might be able to do some Dr. Scrooge shit and look out one of them motherfucking lenses, but you don't have what you need. So that life force essence is valuable. Motherfuckers ain't watering you. Why would you give them some fertilizer that could grow anything and they don't want to see you grow? That's some dumb shit. I ain't on that flock shit. I ain't on none of that smut shit. You heard me? But yeah, man, this life force essence, dog, it allow you to see the nature of things. You understand what I'm saying? Like, bro, think about if I wasn't on this life force essence. Now, peep this shit out, right? People that's not saving their life force essence and they not using the spirit of discernment and they don't have the vision, they would have came out here to this place where I'm at and they would have ate all the food and bought all the food and ate all the food, fruit, veggies, herbs, fast food, junk food, and they would be dead and sick. Or maybe they wouldn't because their body's built with trash anyway. But thanks that I got this life force essence, nigga, I walked into the store and the first glance I looked at, I saw all the mold everywhere on all the fruit. And then my eyes glanced back because they started doing that finger flicking witchcraft shit, trying to put me under their spell. And then the fruit started to look back regular. And I was like, oh no, bitch, I remember what I saw. Not even that, I could feel the energy off this shit. The energy off this bitch is fugazi as fuck. The energy off these fruits got some makeup in it. And what I mean by makeup, which is witchcraft. And the makeup is what Monsanto's did to the fruit, right? Because they changed the genetics. Well, they could change certain attributes, right? Where they say a fruit could never get moldy, which is they could make certain fruits become more heat resistant, which that's not possible, nigga. You understand what I'm saying? That's like saying a white man can live a black man life and a black man can live a white man life. That's not possible, my nigga, at all. The black man can live the white man life. And I'm not saying that the white man can't live the black man life, but 99% of the white man will fucking kill themselves or hurt buku people because they can't live this life. You can't stand in the line. And motherfuckers doing evil shit. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers following you all around the store and shit. You can't survive that shit. You can't handle that shit, nigga. You know what I'm saying? You'll want your white card like a motherfucker. I respect my black card. Well, my Ether 9 card. But anyway, you know, I love this jokes right here, dog. I told y'all I need some good sleep, y'all. You know, with this life force essence, man, you know what I'm saying? It give you that x-ray vision, bro. Literally. It give you that x-ray vision, bro, because, like, I remember, bro, I would see women, they were so beautiful, makeup on, and it's like, I had to tell my mind, like, oh, don't do that. But I was like, nah, nigga, do that again. But it scared me the first time I did it. Because I remember I was seeing a female with makeup on and shit like that. And then my eyesight did that shit again. And I was like, yeah, it went over the witchcraft. Because when you're, you know, if your aura, your prana, your essence, your chi, your nin, you could be susceptible to witchcraft. And it could take over you. Literally, nigga. I'm a victim of it. I've been dealing with witchcraft my whole life, nigga. And I didn't notice it. I used to try to figure why I was getting treated certain ways and I felt certain ways. And people would always want to feed me. And I'd go to different family members because I was eating from different covenants. I didn't know. A lot of my family members are witches and warlocks and shit. I didn't know. Mr. Squirrel, Mr. Squirrel. Yeah, though. You know what I'm saying? But, man, I hope he stay safe out here because they got a lot of poison out here. They been killing the fuck out the squirrels, bro. Because, you know, the squirrels be eating out the little rat poison box shit. But anyway, let's stick to the motherfucking picture. I'm about to hurry up and get these jokes on. I got to get a little 100 pump workout, 100 squats, 100 push-ups. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't been eating much, so I ain't going to go that hard. But, you know, hey, this the body, bro. Off of 4 to 5 days worth of fasting. You know what I'm saying? I didn't slum down like a bitch, but I ain't tripping because I got all that ick out my body, bro. All that bread, all that bad shit, this out my body, dog. To the point, dog, all that shit up my body, bro. To the point, nigga, I hopped the fence, right? Y'all see how tall this fence is? Look. Right? I hopped the fence yesterday that was taller than my head. So I guess it was maybe like 8 to 10 feet, right? The fence that I hopped. And nigga, when I hopped the fence yesterday, nigga, I only used one arm and I threw my whole body over that bitch. I ain't never hopped the fence like that. I mean, you know, I normally will put 2 hands on the fence. Nigga, I literally, it's like I flew over that bitch. It was like I did this, phew, and the rest of my body just went, floom, over that bitch. And I was like, nigga, 4-5 days of fasting, which I know I got all that heavy, dense ass food out my body, and all I've been eating is nuts, honey, water, but mostly I've been having cloves, honey, and water. They ain't been eating no nuts. I've been nibbling on nuts, but the nuts still moldy and mildewed out here too. I told you, everything out here mildew, bro. Everything out here moldy, bro. I don't know what the fuck going on. I guess they say the world been ended 2012, but nigga, it's like everything out here dead, bro. This is a dead timeline, and I'm about to get out of this bitch. Let's get back to the focus. Vibo, god damn, Vibo, you be all over the place, nigga. I see why that Chinese lady gave you that blue Floridian. You were like, what this for? She was like, focus. Yeah, they try to draw me out. That's that witchcraft, bro. I done dealt with it so much. They try to, you know what I'm saying, tire me out by drawing me out. But this ain't got nothing to do with that witchcraft. But I'm just saying, like, nigga, that witchcraft had you spread all over the place, bro. And I've been dealing with it lately, but like I say, bro, the stronger your life force essence is, you stay in your prayer work, you know, meditating, singing bowls, crystals, alleviating your chakras, cleansing your mind, body, and soul in your area, and you talking to the Most High, then this witchcraft, it's going to bounce off you, but you going to see it. But it get aggravated. You like, bitch, you trying to cast a spell on me? Like, you must think I'm sedated like you think I am, but I'm not. I'm so, my body, my bro, I done been drugged so many times, bro, that if you get drugged the way I got drugged, you gonna die on sight. If I get drugged the way I've been drugged through my life, I probably just get high off the shit. That's how much they didn't drug me, nigga. And they like, this nigga got 9 lives. 9 times 9 times 9 times 9, nigga. Anyway, you pussy. Put a cat. Me smell a pussy cat. Me smell a put a cat. Let's get back on our Sylvester shit. Let's get back to this white and black on paper. Right? So, yeah, bro, this life force essence for male or female, bro, you know, it'll allow you to see the soul of that motherfucker, the spirit of that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Because motherfuckers could dress it up and make it look good for you, but that spirit of discernment is everything. You understand what I'm saying? Like, hold on, y'all. That shit coming out me, dog. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I fucked up last night and I had got some fries. And I was like thinking the fries was gonna do anything better. But like, nigga, the food is moldy, nigga. So I felt like I was gonna get some fries. I ain't gonna lie, I'm a sucker for fries. I used to go to Bojangles all day to get some fries. My like, yeah, I used to be like, Vibo, I'm not bringing you to get no Bojangles, bro. I'll go cook for you. We'll go order some food or something. But I'm sick of you always eating fries. That's all you eat is fries. I'm like, yeah, bitch, I don't eat no meat. So this is what I go to. But she was right, though. Shawty was looking out for me. She got me off that, though. I respect Shawty. I love her. I honor you, baby. Where you at? You know, you may hate a nigga guts. I can't do nothing about that. You got to get better. Don't get bitter. And, hey, with this life force essence, you can see yourself becoming better. And you can also see those who are bitter. You understand what I'm saying? Solar flare. You know, some people they be, now I see why that's that Mason, that Freemason shit, dog. When they be, I get it now, dog. Cause I was like, why they always doing that shit, bro? I'll walk past them and shit. That's AKA, that's solar flare, but AKA is a different psychic attack. Like the Masons and the Freemasons, they'll do this. They'll put their shades on. And they'll do that shit real fast. And I'm like, why the fuck they doing that stupid shit, bro? They hitting you in the eyes with the solar flare, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I was like, oh, that's a Freemason. That's a metaphysical attack. You know what I'm saying? Instead of, because we in a metaphysical realm, nigga. We no longer in the physical realm no more. Everything is metaphysical and psychological. This is World War III, bitch. So that's why energy is the most important currency. Your energy. Right? Because you can manifest, if you don't want to use that word, you could bring in things. The Most High God can hear your calling and receive your offerings than the average, than the norm. You understand what I'm saying? Because everybody else spreading themselves thin, and they might be giving their golden gifts to the wrong entity. The one who they think is God is really not God. You understand what I'm saying? To each his own. You know, yeah, they got some prosperous words in that Bible, but I'm going to be honest. Y'all can say I'm wrong or right, bro, but that God of that Bible is not my God, bro. You know, my God ain't no jealous guy. My God love everything, evil and good, because it all has a purpose. The evil is just like going to the gym and going working out, right? You're going to get you a good pump in, right? But like I say, the evil, you could go pick up some weights that you can't even fucking pick up, and you could break your fucking neck and crack your knees and shit. So the evil is a good thing in a strange way, because remember all the backstabbings and shit like that, it made you better. unless you got bitter behind it and you ain't learned your lesson yet. But you know what I'm saying? This life force essence, it gives you the opportunity to reveal the revelations, the things that you kept submerged and hidden. You understand what I'm saying? And that's what I love about this life force essence, that vision, bro. You know what I'm saying? You could see things differently than what you saw when you was all horny and shit, all lustful and shit. You thought you was a pimp, or you thought you was a pimptress. You was a woman whoremonger, or you was a man whoremonger. Now you just, only thing you trying to just hold on to is yourself, your principalities, and the Most High, which is always what you always needed to do. You know what I'm saying? Because anything ain't holding on to you, it's poison, bro. It's a snake hanging on your arm. You don't need that shit to go through the body. But yeah, bro, this life force essence, bro. It allowed me to see the nature of shit like a motherfucker, bro. I be white people, you know, there's no disrespect to my white homies, you know, to my lizard people. Because I got some lizards, that's my niggas. I got some white people that's cool with me, I don't care. I got some Chinese people, some insectilians that don't give a fuck about what they people got going on, but they fuck with the people. That fucks with the people. So I fucks with my people, right? You hear me? Man, listen, dog. I remember this shit, bro. I was in Hawaii and shit, and it was this white man, and he looked at me. He was like, "Damn, bro, it looked like you deserve to be somewhere better." And I was like, "Dang, you right. I do deserve to be somewhere better, but wherever I'm at, I'm gonna make that place better until I get to a better place." And he was like, "Damn, bro," and I was like, "You know what, bro? You know, you want?" He was like, "How could you feel like this? How could you feel like that when all of this madness and this bullshit that's going on in the world?" I was like, that's why I'm here, to remind you how to do this. That's why I have crossed your paths, to alleviate the fumes and the fires and extinguish which is above your head. Now it's up to you to make sure they don't start another fire, or you don't start the fire. And I say, hey, bro, I'm here to remind you that, hey, today is the greatest day ever, and tomorrow can only get better. So that means be full of smiles, be grateful. Because yeah, you out here, you burning, you out here homeless in the streets, but guess what, bro? You don't gotta go to a job and get pimped by a nigga that don't like you, that don't have nothing to do in the job, but he wanna see you just, you know what I'm saying? He just wanna pull your heartstrings and shit. You don't have to deal with that, bro. Now, if you learn how to if you learn where to put your hat where you can reach it, don't put your hat where you can't reach it. You'll realize that, hey, nigga, being homeless, you're not even homeless, nigga. That's just something that people that live in a box say to hurt your feelings. Because you ain't fucking homeless, nigga. You can make a home wherever you want. You just choose to be out here in the streets. So when I talked to him like that nigga lit up like a light bulb. And I was like, yeah, bro, today the best day ever, tomorrow gonna get better. Just worry about the great things you got for yourself. Don't you got water? Don't you got food? Don't you got your little dog with you? Be grateful for that, bro. Because there's some people that got all that shit and they still ain't happy. But yeah, man. This life force essence, dog. Just you know what I'm saying? Like I want to go back to the health wise, right? It lubricates. There's some type of protection over and around the eyes with this life force essence. The same thing happens when you put cannabis in the body. When you eat it and you make teas, it build up these stimuli and these neurons in your nervous system in your eyesight, which, you know, slow down cataracts and glaucoma and shit. And it also helps your eyesight. When you eat it, you drink it. Now, when you smoke it, yeah, it puts you in a whole different type of mind state. You know, but at the end of the day, what I'm saying is we want to coat our insides, not burn them off, or not, you know what I'm saying? We want to coat everything inside us, right? So this life force essence coated the inside. Like it's different areas within your body that need this life force essence that will activate different accolades and whichever activities you are activated throughout your life. You understand what I'm saying? Compared to when you don't got this life force essence, you don't got that boom. You're not the clutch man. We cannot depend on you in the fourth quarter. We could depend on you in the first quarter, but the fourth quarter, nah. You know what I'm saying? You need that Kobe Bryant shit. And you know Kobe Bryant was saving his life force essence. Come on now. You know what I'm saying? It make your bones stronger, your mind stronger, your aura stronger. And with that, all of these lies, witchcraft, and makeup, you can see through it. And with that being said, boy, I'm about to get dressed. I'm I'm about to wrap it up. I'm about to get in some better shelter. Cause it sounds like it's about to pour down. I should have motherfucking worked out and took a rain. I should have worked out, took my little wash off and shit. But I'm gonna get to it. I'm not stressing that shit, bro. I had to get up and talk to my people, get up and clock back in. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing YouTube full time. I know it's like, well, bitch, your work performance been shitty. I'm gonna tighten up, bro. I just been, the place I'm at, you know, I had to change my whole alternation of my body. Like I'm on some Brettarian shit, bro. And in order to be a Brettarian, you definitely gotta be saving your life force essence. I don't wanna be too much of a chatty patty because I know it's about to come down. But I think I'm not even gonna leave this area, bro. I got my tarp, so I'm gonna set that bitch up. You know what I'm saying? So I don't get caught up in the rain and none of my stuff. I'm gonna set this tarp up like I did the other day. That's all I'm gonna do, just set my tarp up, put my clothes back on, and then I'm gonna work out after it get done raining. It probably ain't gonna be that bad, bro. It look like it's passing by that way. You know what I'm saying? But hey, I ain't taking no shots, taking no chances. But I want to finish this jokes, right? This life force essence, bro. Like I said, bro, you able to see the true nature of things. You know what I'm saying? You get to. That's why I say what I say. Water's water, but it's a whole lot going on under surface. And with this life force essence, you can see the bottom of the glacier. When most people are mesmerized about climbing the top of the mountain, they realize, nigga, you're really at the bottom of the mountain. The top of the mountain is the unconscious and the subconscious. It's what's under the water, what's under the surface. You understand what I'm saying? Because guess what? The waters could look so crystal clear and blue, but they got sharks in that bitch, right? And you can see that. You can see the sharks in there because you got your they live glasses on, your life force essence, compared to when you're oozing out your oozy. Now the water look murky and shit. You looking through a swamp trying to figure out if they got crocodiles or not. Just watch the bubbles, baby. Nothing but the bubbles. Nothing but the bubbles. But yeah, man, this life force essence, dog, like I said, dog, it gave me because I remember, bro, when I was just oozing and shit, and I was in certain relationships, man, bitches was able to finesse me, lie to me, get over on me, and somewhere in my heart, deep in my heart, I felt that shit was wrong, but I didn't have the testosterone to move like the man I am now. You understand what I'm saying? And I realized that certain relationships, these females were trying to dethrone me, decapitate me, emasculate me, and run off with my testosterone and my masculine essence. You know what I'm saying? Because I had certain relationships, like I said, bro. I would teach these women how to stand up for themselves, right? But they learned all the saucy shit that I say, like, you know, all your little punchlines and shit. Like, nowadays, I'm not gonna tongue wrestle with you, bitch, because my energy speaks for itself. But when I do open my mouth, that's the last words I gotta say. I'm not gonna double back with you. And a lot of them are like, yes, you heard me. They'll be like, ooh, I like how you said that. I like how you, but yeah, but you don't realize the discipline that comes behind that. You understand what I'm saying? Just because you say that shit don't mean it. You can't be no hypocrite. You got to stand on that shit. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of my women, they liked the saucy shit I said and did and showed them, but they didn't want to take the discipline. You understand what I'm saying? But it was the few women that was respecting my life force essence, and they was respecting their life force essence. And when they did come and get some of the sauce from me, they respected the hunt, the way you got to get the ingredients. You got to go get a head of a cow. You got to go get 4 eggs. You got to get the leg of a rooster. Hey, we making some different type of gumbo. You like, nigga, it sound like you doing some witchcraft. Nah, I'm just saying, though, you know what I'm saying? Like, hey, in order to keep charisma, to keep the sauce, to keep this shit up, it takes certain discipline. A lot of, listen, for example, most women, they don't want to go do no squats and shit, man. So they go get a BBL. Most men, they don't want to go to the gym. So they go get some BBLs in their fucking arms. You know what I'm saying? But once you get around the people that don't rock with BBLs, then you gonna fuck with the authentic people. The ones that don't dress it up and make it look good for you. But you can see a nigga that's homeless, or you can see a woman that's homeless, but you can see her true essence and her beauty. You know what I'm saying? Compared to a woman that's dressed in a red dress, that bitch got a gun in your head next time you looked at her. You know what I'm saying? It's about that perspective, baby. Guns and butter. It's all about that perspective, baby. You know what I'm saying? The guns, you know what I'm saying? That's real estate. That's that self-preservation. That's that life force essence. You know what I'm saying? That's that working out. That's that dedication, determination, and discipline. That's that when shit hit the fan, you like Mr. Clean in this bitch. Now see the butter? That's the cars, clothes, and hoes, all that shit that, you know what I'm saying, lose value over time and depreciate. Lust. Not having no fucking principalities about yourself, not working out, eating bad and shit. That's the butter, baby. You know what I'm saying? The shit that gives you heartburn, that gives you heart attacks, that take your fucking heart out the game, or they give you no type of heart when you in the game. But see that dedication, that determination and discipline, that's the shit that keep you in the game. You know what I'm saying? Nigga pull that belt off and shit and say it on baby boy, oh, you got heart? Oh, little nigga, you got heart? Nigga still took that ass whooping though. Kept his head up, feet planted, chest out, and they synced it through. Same thing you gotta do. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, bro, this life force essence, dog. I remember I started saving my life force essence, and then I stopped smoking. And then one of my little ass was like, damn, baby, you don't want to smoke? You don't smoke anymore? I was like, just not right now, baby. I got to focus on other shit. And the whole time, I was really making my escape to leave her, but she didn't know. And she'll try to throw that gush on me, dog. She'll try to throw that water on me, bro. Throw that box on me. Throw that, you know what I'm saying, that twisted. You know what I'm saying? The hooker fish on me. I don't want it because I started to see her nature. And I started to see her for what she was. And then the more and more I started to see her nature, the more and more she became uglier to me and nasty and I was like, ugh, what the fuck? Because I started saving that life force essence compared to when she just was emptying me. You know what I'm saying? She just was making sure she was like, yeah, my mama said, make sure you cook a man a good meal and make sure he leave the house empty. But make sure his stomach full. And I'm like, your mama evil. Your mama was a Jezebel. Your mama was a witch. Your mama was a succubus. Because a real woman don't want her man or her God. It's the opposite way. Or your God is to walk out the house all empty and shit, dead and shit. You don't know if they got to defend themselves. You don't know if it's an opportunity and they don't even have enough magnetism to pull in that magnet, that abundance. You know what I'm saying? So I was looking at shit like that. And I was like, man, I had a couple of bitches in my life that was just robbing me of my life force essence so they could obtain the gains that they want and not even share crumbs with a nigga. Bitch, you built the whole Willy Wonka, you built the whole bread factory off my energy, but you don't even want me to have a crumb? That's sickening. You know what I'm saying? So I stopped being like that, dog. You can say I was smutting, I was simping, whatever, nigga. But at this point in my life, I thought everybody could be like me. I had to realize there's only one you. And that's when my uncle set me down. He was like, "Two, you got to understand the nature of things, bro. You know what I'm saying? You can't turn a hoe into a housewife and you can't turn a housewife into a hoe. And if you can, that must be for holiday season. Hey, it ain't no permanent shit. It ain't even part-time, nigga. It's called situationships. You could be in a situationship for 9 years, nigga. But if she constantly, you know, taking your life force essence, it's like the lighthouse, bro. This the lighthouse, bro. This is the lighthouse. The light. The halo. Bitch, I remember I got out of jail. I ain't do no flaw nigga shit. I ain't do none of that bull nigga shit. I ain't do none of